Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg welcomes you to this graduation ceremony. Due to security reasons, you are requested not to leave the auditorium before the end of the proceedings. Please note that photos and videos must be taken from your seats. Please do not get up and walk around inside the auditorium. As soon as the procession leaves the auditorium, you are requested to rise and remain standing until the procession and guests of honor have left the auditorium. A kind yet important request. Please only applaud after the student's name has been read out, and only applaud until the student has been capped, in order to give other graduates the opportunity to have an audible readout of their names. Please also note that no whistles are allowed for applause, only clapping of hands and ululating. A final request. If you have a cell phone in your possession, please switch it off or put it on silent. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession will now enter the auditorium. You are requested to rise and remain standing until the members of the procession have taken their seats.
Sigitorio venestum somos, gaudiamus sigitorio venestum somos, pos jocundam juventutem, pos molestam selectutem, nos habebitumus, nos habebitumus, vivant academia, vivant professores, vivant academia, vivant professores, vivant membrum qualipet, vivant membrum qualipet, semper sinti flore, semper sinti flore.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning, graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, these four amazing young voices belongs to a group called Voices Plus, and they are a part of the award-winning, and I'll tell you now why I say that, award-winning UJ Choir. So, as part of our Artist in Residence program, they compiled a musical which is called Echoes of Heritage, and it really is fantastic. It's available on all the streaming platforms and so on. So this musical was nominated for quite a few awards, but at the CakeNet Fiestas that were held earlier this year, and I believe CakeNet Fiestas are like the Oscars, it's got a red carpet and all of that, they actually won 2 awards, so 2 Oscars. The first was for Best Musical Production, and the second one was for Best Original Music, and they really are great. So they said to me before that if we give them a really nice round of applause, they'll do a second song, right? By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now constitute this meeting as a lawful congregation of the great University of Johannesburg. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Halala, 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 khomuritletilela, yabo sopai sopilema supatila, khomuritletilela, yabo sopai sopilema supatila, nada safela karibu sa, nada safela karibu setamura. Nada safela karibu sa, nada safela karibu setamura. Halala, 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 halala. Khomu, 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 khomu na karibu setamura. Khomu, 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 khomu na karibu setamura. Halala, 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 halala.
Chancellor, Council Member Professor Anna Mutiti, who is also the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Science, Executive Dean Professor Annie Timani, Faculty of Health Sciences, members of Senate and academics present, our special guests, the graduates, guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Council, the Executive Leadership Group, and the staff of the great University of Johannesburg, I welcome all our graduates and guests to this graduation ceremony. Graduates, today is a momentous occasion for you and your loved ones. Graduations symbolize both endings and beginnings, reminding us of our past and our dreams for the future. Graduates, your achievement is worthy of celebration, regardless of where you are and what the future holds for you. Our Chancellor, Dr. Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka, has on various occasions reflected on the transformative power of education in creating opportunities, in advancing gender equality, and in furthering societal development. In the context of our nation, your accomplishment carries considerable weight. Many of you, and I should say like me, are first-generation graduates, making this achievement even more significant. Your graduation represents the dreams of many, including those who have supported you, and some of them are here in this hall this morning. It symbolizes hope for a new generation, and you are that generation. 30 years ago, South Africans embarked on a journey towards freedom, equality, and justice for all. Despite seemingly insurmountable odds, we united in our determination to build a better future for ourselves and for our children. Our story is one of resilience, of courage, and the power of ordinary people to effect extraordinary change. So amidst today's celebrations, remember, graduates, that you are among the fortunate few to have this opportunity of being graduates of this great university. Your graduation, therefore, carries the promise that you'll share your knowledge to enrich and deepen our democracy. It serves as a reminder of our nation's shortcomings and provides us with the tools to address these shortcomings for the betterment of our society. Now, as a UJ graduate, we trust that you'll appreciate the importance of critical thinking and humility in your contributions to your fields and to society as a whole, even if that means challenging your own views. So as you move on to the next chapter, the University of Johannesburg similarly moves on to a new chapter of its own under our new Strategic Plan 2035, where we foreground societal impact in everything we do. As a university, we are all committing to this journey. Now you'll be pleased to hear what I'm about to say. Our university has been leading in the field of digital transformation. UJ was the first South African university to award certificates secured by blockchain technology. You also have access to our digital certificate system, where you can download your digital certificate free of charge. There is no other university that does this. The system also gives you access to a personalized digital badge. Again, a first for any South African university, which you can place on LinkedIn to securely showcase your achievement. Now, we welcome you as a new member of our global alumni community. On the Alumni Connect platform, you can connect with other graduates, view employment offerings, and connect with possible mentors. So in closing, as the African proverb goes, wealth, if you use it, comes to an end. Learning, if you use it, increases. Congratulations once again on this significant achievement. We look forward to cheering you along as you explore new paths and vistas. Thank you very much, Realiboka Siyabonga, Baya Danke. Chancellor, I now request the Executive Deans, Professor Annie Timani of the Faculty of Health Sciences and Professor Anna Motiti of the Faculty of Science to introduce their faculties, and thereafter the candidates who have complied with all the requirements for the respective qualifications.
Chancellor, I now have the honor of introducing the Faculty of Science. The Faculty of Science is a vibrant and diverse community where new knowledge in the natural sciences and associated technologies is generated, disseminated, and applied. We boast state-of-the-art teaching and research facilities, a world-class international academic staff pool, and high-quality undergraduate and postgraduate programs, which we present through innovative teaching of an aspiring decolonized curriculum focused on the learning of our students. We offer programs that enjoy international accreditation, such as the degrees offered by the Academy of Computer Science and Software Engineering, which are certified by the British Computer Society. We also offer a bachelor's degree in actuarial science, which follows an international curriculum. Our research spans the cosmos, from the physics of subatomic particles to the chemistry of the minerals of the Earth, including dolerite intrusions of Antarctica. The faculty's research theme of developing technologies for the improved quality of all life on Earth explains why we monitor the sustainable use of our natural resources, investigate biodiversity protection through DNA barcoding, why we procure, archive, and preserve traditional knowledge on medicinal plants, and investigate the improvement of the nutritional value of security of food. To contribute solutions to the country's water crisis, we embarked on studies to use nanotechnology for desalination of seawater, and we studied the effect of water quality on animals in polluted environments, all as a contribution to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals on water. Groundbreaking research in geology recently provided extraordinary evidence that stones found in the Syrian desert have an extraterrestrial origin. Our geologists also determined the age of Homo naledi, while the chemists and biochemists developed treatment for different cancers and infectious diseases such as HIV/AIDS and tuberculosis. Specialization in the discipline of computer science and mathematics allows us to pursue research into artificial intelligence and machine learning as key drivers of the fourth industrial revolution, which forms the basis of the University of Johannesburg's strategic focus. While in food technology and chemistry, we investigate the safety of 3D printed food as a means of contributing to another of United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, this time the one on zero hunger. The faculty has regional and international partnerships, which include associations with some of the world's leading research institutions, such as the University of Oxford's Global Cybersecurity Capacity Center, also the University of Hong Kong's Swire Institute of Marine Science, with whom we collaborate on water quality research in Southern Africa Large Telescope. The University of Johannesburg, through the Faculty of Science, is the only member of on the African continent of the NASA-linked Fermi Large Area Telescope collaboration. This multinational project contributed to the recent detection of gravitational waves, which proved Einstein's theory of general relativity. We engage in multidisciplinary postgraduate programs in areas with far-reaching implications for South Africa and the continent. From these initiatives, enhanced research fields have emerged, and a wider and more appropriate selection of learning and research opportunities are on offer to our students in service of our country, the SADC region, and by extension, the continent. The 2023 Shanghai Global Rankings of Academic Subjects ranked University of Johannesburg first in South Africa for food science and technology, joined first in South Africa for earth sciences, joined second in South Africa for geography, joined third in South Africa for physics. The 2024 Times Higher Education World Rankings ranked us joined first in South Africa for physical sciences and computer science, joined third for life sciences. These examples of international recognition underscore the value added to the University of Johannesburg by the disciplines housed in the Faculty of Science. In the Faculty of Science, our unique contribution to science is sculpted by spirited innovation, the pursuit of academic excellence, and the skillful training enjoyed by the inquiring minds of our students. We are therefore constantly aware of our duty to challenge existing knowledge, to accelerate the production of our knowledge, of new knowledge, to expand the boundaries of our thoughts about what is possible, and then create an environment in which students and staff can imagine and explore the impossible. I thank you. Kia leboga, kia bonga, bayatanki. Chancellor, I now hand over to the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health Sciences, Professor Anita Mane.
Chancellor, I now have the honor of introducing the Faculty of Health Sciences. Today, we not only recognize the remarkable and outstanding academic achievements of our undergraduate and postgraduate students, but we celebrate them too. Within the Faculty of Health Sciences, we continue to offer learners a preferred learning experience with real-life skills practiced in our on-site health training center and other accredited off-campus and community-centered clinics. Faculty members are recognized for their expertise and serve on provincial, national, and international advisory committees, as well as a number forming part of regulatory boards and committees at the HPCSA, AHPCSA, and the South African Nursing Council. Within the Faculty of Health Sciences, we've gone beyond imagining. We have not only raised the bar, but raised UJ's fourth industrial revolution 4IR profile. This is reinforced by our investment in teaching and learning infrastructure and technologies. Some of you may have been trained in our immersive interprofessional clinical simulation training laboratory and professional clinical practice infrastructure that no doubt competes with private sector with specialized services and expertise. We have taken the future of health sciences a step further by implementing augmented and visual reality gamification to enhance learning and 3D imaging and printing. Further to enhancing the research objectives of the university, our researchers contribute to the fields of science and technology, and their work impacts on the quality of life of all South Africans. Currently, our faculty is home to 5 research centers, which include the Biomedical Engineering Healthcare Technology Research Center, whose vision speaks to research in biomedical engineering, health innovation, health technology, and mHealth. The South African Research Chairs Initiative collaboration of a chair in the domain of laser research in health speaks volumes about the importance of the work nationally and internationally. Our Health and Health Research Center features an important area of research in the faculty with the innovative products being developed for evaluating water quality. The South African Medical Research Council / University of Johannesburg Pan-African Center of Epidemics Research Extramural Unit focuses on conducting cutting-edge epidemiological and public health research aimed at understanding and responding equitably and effectively to local epidemics. We also host the first Olympic Study Center on the continent, one of only 50 worldwide, which provides the vision of being a research leader in driving a decolonization agenda featuring sport for development and peace in the African context. In line with the university's strategic objectives, the faculty drives sustainable and relevant community development projects, and various programs are involved in sustainable social investment and community outreach programs. Also, our clinical training within our qualifications expands and exposes our students to challenges faced in health in our communities. Graduates, we have established the Faculty of Health Science Alumni in August 2022. You are now alumni. Beyond monetary donations, as part of alumni, you can make a significant contribution through mentorship of our current students, investment of time by being part of discussion groups through engagement platforms, and shared networking where staff, students, and alumni can share ideas and collaborate. We encourage you to give back by giving time. In conclusion, while we remain invested in developing the future of healthcare graduates, we also remain committed towards shaping active citizenship and developing the healthcare profession. We call on you to make impactful contribution to the future of healthcare in Gauteng province and in South Africa and on the continent beyond. The faculty congratulates you, all our graduates, with their significant achievement today. I thank you. Ke a leboga, ke a bonga, baie dankie. Chancellor, I now introduce to you the candidates who have complied with all the requirements for the respective qualifications in order to confer or award such qualifications.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I will now confer and award the respective qualifications on the candidates introduced to me by the two executive deans and to the candidates who are absent but who have complied with all the requirements for these qualifications.
Chancellor, I'm now honored to request you to confer the Diploma in Sport Management on the following candidates. Shirley Dlamini. Adam Lechporia. Madimetsa Oratile. Tapelo Madula Maila. Tulani Mashele. Mukete Mbele. Jonathan Mekel. Bonga Mkolombana. Musa Musumi. Siyabo- Siyabonga, Sinobokuhle Ndlovu. Benita Nabufi. Aliyah Nchana. Tatu Seti. Raleboja. Akona Sibia. Siyabulela Vikisi. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences on the following candidates. Austin Alfrink. Gertrude Mutadi. Tamsanga Snimes. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the postgraduate diploma on the following candidates. Lien Havenar with distinction. Nandipa Jodo. Sbongile Koza. Rifilwe Kubayi. Letabo Maila. Nontlantla Maseko. Lerato Mekwa. Ntobeko Mkhize. Manoko Mulabe. Basitsana Mpiwe. Matotsi Mudau. Muzi wake Ndima. Matutu Ndlovu. Mbalenhle Ngomane. Abatakali Rambasa. Mekenzile. Siphamandla Shange. Cynthia Shivambu. Pumla Sibiya. Michael van Vili with distinction. Nomfundo Zulu. Maureen Zwane. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the master's degree on the following candidates: Chikore Chimutsu. Justin Chisaya. Mafeka Dlamini. Mahanu Egodi. Tunelako Egumbu. Muladelo Kotswana. Emily Curie with distinction. Nozibele Majova. Ramatsimele Makato with distinction. Shamalani Maluleke. Jongikaya Mbambe. Lindoguhle Mukwena. Naledzani Mudawu. Shirley Najia with distinction. Bongani Timani. Nolo Powe with distinction. Ashira Raganan. Avela Siyoko. Pumzile Sitole. Teboho Twale. Pel van Niekerk. Chancellor. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Masters of Health Sciences on the following candidate: Silvio Biagiano with distinction. Abigail Masohan. Busisiwe Gianna. Dominic Smith with distinction. Grant Bati. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Master of Nursing Science on the following candidate: Mpho Ntate. Chancellor, I will now hand over to the Executive Dean of Science, Prof. Anamatete.
Chancellor, I am honored to request you to confer the degree Bachelor of Science on the following candidate: Hopewell Pasca Banda. Batobile Busisiwe Dladla. Winnie Ditseho. Mamuruti Bokamoso Florence Hampepe. Lisiba Bohlali Lawrence Ledwaba. Lungile Tobile Mahlangu. Lucky Ronald Mashaula. Zonaka Umpa Matodzi. Tandazo Colencia Mdluli. Kabelo Mudiba. Nyakalo Tweet Mukwena. Makgotso Naledi Musikare. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Luyanda Msomi. Josephine Mudiehi Morudo. Kalado Tulani Ndlovu. Mangalani Nemutanzela. Nico Brilliant Ngubeni. Thank you. Thank you. Makondelela Mutsinya. Kamugelo Henrietta Pasha. Kenneth Ofenti Sifoloshi. Efalanga Percy Jr. Sintumule. Tsebo Sitole. Chancellor, I am honored to request you to confer the degree Bachelor of Science Honors on the following candidates. Azazake Bell. Rabetsui Ditibane. Megan Rebecca Evans. Ketuma Harvey let me do that again, Manchidi. Buhle Nomgcibelo Mkhwanazi. Kelvin Mtambo. Thank you. Chancellor, I am honored to request you to confer the degree Master of Arts on the following candidates. Spamandla Nicole Hlatsoayo, with distinction. Chancellor, I am honored to request you to confer the degree Master of Science on the following candidates. Matilda Chiruka, with distinction. Dimakatso Jeanette Mahesu, with distinction. Sibusiso Lentin Mahlangu. Natasha Rebotile Maunye. Maroping Portia Mailula. Thank you. Malise Elaine Manke. Tabiso Joyce Mwedi. Buitumelo Ntisa. Kwane Shabirwa Rachweni. Tabo Ramatapa, with distinction. Mulatelo Rapulu. Chancellor, our very own staff member, Soshan Subramani, with distinction. Natasha Jerusa Roma Wafugwa. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Kaylee Bain, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Zoology with a thesis entitled Assessing the Physiological Effects of Climate Change on Perna pena and Maetilos galloprovinacialis along the South African coastline, prepared under the supervision of Professor Richard Greenfield. I now request the supervisor to read an abstract of the study.
Chancellor. In her doctoral study, Ms. Biner studied the effects of climate change on two mussel species, Perna and Mytilus galloprovincialis, along the South African coastline. Her research included determining the physiological and biochemical effects of temperature change and hypoxia on both mussel species. Physiological effects were determined by assessing heart rates, and the biochemical effects were assessed using biomarkers and heat shock protein analysis. Her research showed that native South African perna species are more tolerant to higher temperatures than invasive Mytilus galliprovincialis. The candidate has presented her work at 2 local conferences, published 1 international peer-reviewed journal, and a further manuscript is under review.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a password, I suggest Gallo Provincialis. I have known Kaylee for 10 years. Yeah. So, by virtue of the powers vested in me, I now take great pride in conferring the degree Doctor of Philosophy on Kaylee Bain. Congratulations.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Christoph Jan Jacobs, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, with a thesis entitled Londoloza, a secure software development framework for mobile applications, prepared under the supervision of Professor M. Kutia and co-supervision of Dr. Doctoral. I now ask Prof. Kutia to read the abstract of the first.
Ms. Chancellor. In his doctoral study, Mr. Jacobs identified several unique management and software development security requirements that a secure software development framework for mobile applications must adhere to. His thesis, titled Londoloza, a secure software development framework for mobile applications, presents a framework that follows a 5-phase design for mobile development teams to follow across industries. Throughout the development lifecycle, the framework emphasizes a structured series of security-focused phases containing a comprehensive set of processes, activities, and practices that significantly enhance the security in the mobile application domain. Several industry experts evaluated the Londoloza framework, providing positive feedback on its innovation, utility, and significance. It is described as a flexible and expandable framework that can be adapted to an organization's needs. Londoloza presents a noteworthy advancement in secure mobile application development, offering a robust and practical framework for developing secure mobile applications in an ever-evolving technological landscape. And to date, 1 peer-reviewed publication has come from this conference proceeding.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Philosophiae Doctor in Computer Science on Christoph Jan Jacobs. Congratulations, Doctor.
Chancellor. Chancellor. Chancellor, I have the honor of introducing our very own staff member, Minenhle Felicity Gloria Kosa, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Food Technology with a thesis entitled Physico-Chemical Characteristics and In Vitro Starch Digestibility of Instant Banana Breakfast Shake made from different banana cultivars, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Dlamini and the co-supervision of Professor Kaitesi from the University of Pretoria. I now request the supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
The candidate study focused on investigating the physiochemical characteristics, functional properties, and in vitro starch digestibility of infrared-treated or micronized green banana flower cultivars that are grown in South Africa. The findings revealed the different functional and health-promoting properties of the green banana flower cultivars and suggested their application as ingredients in various food products. In addition, an instant green banana flour breakfast shake with the potential of supporting good gut health and lowering the glycemic index, thus mitigating the risk of diabetes and obesity, was developed. The findings of the study will assist South Africa in achieving Sustainable Development Goals 2, which is zero hunger, and 3, which is good health and well-being. The candidate has published 2 peer-reviewed journal articles and presented the work at an international conference.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
Well done. Well done, well done. Congratulations. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Food Technology on Minenhle Felicity Gloria Dr. Kosa. Congratulations.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Velemina Mamokobo Langa, who has compiled with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geology with a thesis entitled Advanced Non-Destructive Analytical Techniques for the South African Coal Industry with a focus on hyperspectral imaging, prepared under the supervision of Professor Wagner and Dr. Harris from Terracoal. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Good morning. Accurate assessment of the exploration core is crucial in mineral resource extraction. The study aimed to establish the viability of selected advanced, non-destructive analytical techniques for the rapid characterization of South African coal measures compared to traditional analytical techniques. Digital core logging, hyperspectral imaging, handheld and micro XRF determine the detailed mineralogy with respective advantages. In addition, hyperspectral imaging enables the characterization of the organic matter based on type, relative abundance, distribution, and association of the inorganic phases, presented as mineral maps. The coal spectra were classified within the visible and near shortwave infrared spectral regions. The positive slope is influenced by the amount of fine-grained clay and iron-rich minerals intimately associated with the organic matter. This can be improved by adding a medium-wave infrared camera to the system. The candidate has presented at several local and international conferences and has published 1 peer-reviewed journal article to date.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Geology on Wilhelmina Mamukhobu Langa. Congratulations, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Mutsewa Mariam Lepatsky, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry with a thesis entitled Metabolomics and 4IR Technologies of Natural Products Research, Characterization of the Phytochemistry and Biochemistry of Helichrysum species with potential anti-cancer activities, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Judisimana, Professor Kapo, Dr. Tweni, and Professor Madala from the University of Venda. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
In her doctoral study, Ms. Lepatsky explored the medicinal plants, Helichrysum species, using advanced 4R technologies to decode the chemical space comprehensively. This groundbreaking work notably develops novel predictive models that correlate the metabolome of Helichrysum plant with the anti-cancer properties, providing valuable insight for pharmaceutical application. The study employs computational strategies, including network pharmacology, molecular docking, to map the phytochemistry of 3 Helichrysum species, expanding the knowledge base of the medicinal potential. Key findings include the identification of bioactive compounds with strong anti-cancer potential, particularly against pancreatic and cervical cancer. These discoveries contribute to the advancement of UN Sustainable Development Goals, particularly in health and innovation, by promoting the development of natural plant-derived therapies. The candidate has presented her work at local and international conferences, and her work has been published in 1 peer-reviewed journal article, and 3 more manuscripts are currently in preparation for publication.
You can see who's in a hurry to get the title, Doctor. Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate. Now you can go.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on Gloria Woikanu Mutabu. Motsea Miriam Letpati. Sorry about that. Congratulations.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Gloria Buikanyo Mutluba, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geology with a thesis entitled The Process Mineralogical Characteristics of the Low-Grade Zinc Deposit at the Big Syncline, Aggenis Gamsberg Ore District, Northern Cape Province, South Africa, prepared under the supervision of Professor Smith, co-supervision of Professor Villion, and Dr. Rose at Mintec. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor. Ms. Mutloba's study focused on the big syncline lead zinc deposit, which forms part of the larger Aggeneys-Gamsberg ore district of the Northern Cape province of South Africa. This deposit is only at an exploration stage and has not been mined. Ms. Mutloba did the first detailed process mineralogical study at Big Syncline using material from exploration drill cores, where the minerals in the deposit are assessed and tested to determine how feasible metallurgical concentration techniques will be once mining commences. Among other original contributions, she discovered that in certain ore types, manganese, an element causing metallurgical challenges, occurs in the zinc-bearing ore minerals and therefore cannot be mineralogically separated. Part of her work has been published in the South African Journal of Geology, and a second manuscript is in advanced preparation.
People are in a rush today. Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
Well done. Congratulations. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Geology on Gloria Woikanu Mutloba. Congratulations, Doctor.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Moses Babila Ndasi, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geology, with a thesis entitled The Geology and Petrological Characterization of Coal Seams of the Imaloto Basin, southwestern Madagascar, prepared under the supervision of Professor Wagner and co-supervision of Professor Viljoen of University of the Witwatersrand. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor, good morning. There is a lack of published literature on coal deposits in Madagascar. In his doctoral study, Mr. Ndazi set out to provide a detailed description of the geology of the Umaloto Basin, southwestern Madagascar, the petrology, geochemistry, and mineralogy of samples from the Sakawa coalfield enabled an indicative evaluation of coal resources of the basin. A thorough mapping of the Umaloto Basin was undertaken to construct a detailed geological map at a scale as 1:5,000. The study has expanded the knowledge base of the Umaloto Basin and the coal qualities therein. The candidate has presented his work at several local and international conferences and has published one peer-reviewed journal article to date.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
Congratulations. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Geology on Moses Babila Ndazi. Congratulations, Doctor.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Tendo Netiziwe, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geology with a thesis entitled The Nature and Origin of Paleoarchean Comatitis and Base Metal Sulfide Mineralization from the Southeastern Kaapvaal Craton, South Africa, prepared under the supervision of Professor Tapa and Professor Viljoen. I now request the co-supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor.
Ms. Nitshitsive's PhD investigated the geological, geochemical and isotopic characteristics of the Archean Buffalo River and Nondweni Greenstone belts in KwaZulu-Natal. She identified 3 types of komatiites within the Buffalo River area, providing valuable knowledge regarding multiple magmatic pulses and partial melting processes. Her work included new zircon age data, providing a minimum age of 3.26 billion years for komatiite emplacement and granodiorites at 3.47 billion years. The research on the Nongweni Greenstone Belt focused on its mantle sources and volcanic history, including evidence of approximately 3.53 billion year zinc, copper, lead, silver VMS type mineralization. A contribution of superficial sulfur to magmatic hydrothermal fluids was identified by multiple sulfur isotope data. The data obtained provide new insights into the processes that operated on the early Earth from a Carbol craton perspective. Ms. Netshitsive published 1 peer-reviewed journal article from her PhD and presented her research at several national and international conferences.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
Powers vested in me, by virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Geology on Tendo Netshitsive. Congratulations, Doctor.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Portia Peladi Rapela Choma, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry with a thesis entitled Antitumor Effect of Isomucardial Acetate in Human Cancer Cells, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Chweni, Professor Mutadi, and Professor Similane. I now request the co-supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
In her doctoral study, Ms. Rapela Choma studied the effect of isomucardial acetate on pancreatic and breast cancer cell lines. Many cultures across the world have relied on the use of medicinal plant to manage various illnesses. Natural products isolated from medicinal plant are now considered an important source in anti-cancer drug discovery. Isomucardial acetate, isolated from Warburgia salutaris, has previously been shown to possess anti-malaria and anti-diabetic properties. However, little is known about isomucardial as an anti-cancer target. With increased drug repurposing, in her study, she evaluated the anti-cancer properties of isomucardial on pancreatic cancer and breast cancer using both mice, xenograft, and human cell lines. The results showed that while isomucardial can be exploited in pancreatic cancer, it might not be the best option for breast cancer. The candidate has presented her work at 1 local, 1 international conference, and has since published 3 peer-reviewed journals.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry on Portia Peladi Rapela Choma. Congratulations, Doctor.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Chris Sihoka, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Zoology, with a thesis entitled An Assessment of a Fish Health Status and Human Health Risks Associated with the Consumption of Fish from Itezi Dam, Kafue River, Zambia, prepared under the supervision of Professor Van Dijk and the deceased Professor Wagner. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor. Chris Sihoka studied Aerochromis andersoni as a bioindicator fish species to assess fish health and human health risk arising from fish consumption at Itezi Dam located downstream of the Kafue River in Zambia. Despite being a major fishery, the Kafue is prone to mining pollution upstream. The study was motivated by increased evidence of elevated metal content in the water. Mr. Sihoka used a histology-based fish health assessment protocol and a consumption exposure risk assessment method to show that mining pollution is adversely affecting fish health. However, this research findings concluded that the daily consumption of up to 150 grams of fish muscle is unlikely to pose any human health risks. The research findings provided valuable data for the monitoring and management of this key freshwater system in Zambia. The research findings were presented at a regional conference, and a peer-reviewed article has been published in an international journal.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
I wish Ina was here. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Zoology on Chris Sihoka. Chris, congratulations. Also from Ina.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Inesia Sitoe, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Botany, with a thesis entitled An Analysis and Synthesis of Tsonga Medicinal Ethnobotany, prepared under the supervision of Professor Van Dijk. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
In a PhD study, Ms. Situ performed quantitative ethnobotanical surveys of Tsonga medicinal plants in Mozambique and South Africa, in Xitsonga and in Portuguese, and compiled a first comprehensive inventory comprising 368 species. The inventory includes 340 medicinal species from Mozambique and 248 from South Africa, with many species, medicinal uses, and vernacular names recorded for the first time, respectively 73, 739, and 264 from Mozambique, and 127, 935, and 337 for South Africa. While many species are used in both countries, the medicinal uses and vernacular names are remarkably dissimilar. Comparisons with several other cultures revealed for the first time the uniqueness of the Tsonga medicinal system. The study contributes to the transformation of ethnobotanical science and has implications for socio-economic development in Southern Africa. The findings were presented at 4 national and 2 international conferences and in 3 research articles, 1 published, 1 submitted, and 1 ready for publication.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Botany Onyonesia Sitoe. Congratulations, Doctor.
Chancellor, I hereby acknowledge the family of the deceased, Sinikiwe Ngube. The family is here with us today. Please, can I respectfully ask the family to rise? I take this moment to express our sincerest and deepest condolences for your loss. In tribute to the memory of Sinikiwe Ngube and in recognition of a great achievement, I'm honored to introduce Sinikiwe Ngube, who complied with all the requirements for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Geology with a thesis entitled Age and Petrogenesis of a Carmel Complex and Spatially Associated Mafic Intrusions in the Northern Cape, South Africa, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Owen Smith and co-supervision of Dr. Wabo. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Ms. Ngube's doctoral research focused on the Camille complex, a layered mafic intrusion in the Northern Cape that is not exposed on the surface and as such was previously unstudied. She determined the chemical composition and age of the intrusion for the first time. During her research, Ms. Ngube also analyzed and dated the Puduhush gabbro, which, as the closest mafic intrusion to the Camille, was considered a potential correlative, but her work showed that this was not the case. The new datasets for the Camille and Puduhush allowed Ms. Ngube to link these bodies to two important regional magmatic events in the Paleoproterozoic era, whose influence had not previously been recognized in this part of southern Africa. In addition, Ms. Ngube conducted paleomagnetic analyses to constrain the location of the protocontinent at this time. The candidate presented her research at 2 local and 2 international conferences and published 1 peer-reviewed journal article.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Geology on Sinikiwe Ngube posthumously.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Geology on Sinikiwe Ngube Asumbeng.
Thank you very much. I did not have to ask. Please, may we observe a moment of silence for this candidate? Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated.
Sure! The graduates have spoken. Let's give them another one. Graduates! I'm going and more the graduates. Sure! I'm that and take it, Sanamare. 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 That and take it, yeah, but that and take it, Sanamare. That and take it, Sanamare. That and take it, Sanamare. ibata ukibata uyambara akitabadi tu tabadi adiferi olina ibata akibata uyambara ukitabadi tu tabadi adiferi.
At the risk of this becoming a party, as we close today's graduation ceremony, I know what a privilege it is to address you in the functionary role of Chancellor. It has been an absolutely wonderful experience to witness our students graduate and to witness your achievements with you and with your loved ones here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter how many graduations we do. Every single one is special and is unique. Graduates, it's already been stated that this was not an easy journey. But guys, you did it. You crossed the stage. Well done. You are here today, graduates, because of your commitment, because of your hard work, but also because of the support of the people who kept you going. Your family, your friends, your loved ones, and your whole community who supported you and who have all contributed to your success. Graduates, let's please acknowledge our support system. To graduate is a decisive milestone, and it sets one on a trajectory of empowerment. I must emphasize the words of the Vice-Chancellor. What you have accomplished is indeed an impressive achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, the grim truth is that many facets of our population are not afforded these opportunities. In 2021, the Department of Higher Education and Training released a report which indicated that only 6% of the South African population holds a degree. Only 6%. Graduates, you are one of that 6%. In our vast population, many people do not make it into high school, let alone matric, while less than 70% of our students who actually obtain a matric exemption enroll at a university. At the University of Johannesburg, we receive every year more than 600,000 applications for about 10,900 spaces. Graduates, you were one of that 10,900, selected out of 600,000. Although we are living through uncertain times and witnessing the world around us change, we absolutely know that we have prepared you well to navigate this terrain and that you have a solid foundation upon which to build your future. We hope, but we also know that you will use the knowledge that you've acquired here to contribute towards solving societal problems, and very importantly, that you will always pay it forward and pave the way for those that follow in your footsteps. As we stand on the cusp of a new era in our country following 30 years of democracy, and also at our university where we have just adopted our strategic plan 2035, which basically sets out the roadmap for the next 10 years for this amazing university. Let us embrace the challenges that lie ahead with courage and with conviction. Let us go forth, graduates, from this place today with your heads and all of our heads held high, knowing that we are well equipped to face whatever the future may bring. It was your hard work, graduates. It was the support of your families and your friends. But I think very, very importantly, it was also the contribution of the academic and the professional support staff who played a pivotal role in your success. Without their perseverance and their commitment, you would not be here today. Graduates, can we please acknowledge the people on this stage and not here also? Once again, congratulations on this tremendous achievement. I know that you will go out there and that you will set an example as a graduate of this inspiring university, that you will be our best ambassadors, and that you will spread the word that UJ is an excellent place of learning. That deserves a round of applause, right? Remember also, graduates, you are now alumni. That sounds very adult, right? You are now alumni of this amazing university. Please make use of the opportunities on the platform. We've taken the liberty to pre-register you, so all you need to do is just complete and click. There are some amazing benefits, network connections and so on the alumni platform. Please make use of that. I thank you. Kia leboga, baie dankie, Nyabonga. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, I now have first-hand experience that you've got amazing voices and that you can in fact sing. So let's please stand and sing the anthem, the best anthem of the best country in the world. Graduates, in case, perhaps, maybe, in case you celebrate today or this evening, please remember you are respected citizens of the world. Please do it as such and always remain safe. Respected, right? Emphasis on that, ne? Okay. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now dissolve this congregation of the University of Johannesburg.
Ulindlela emamkhophozi ngemnyana wami elele uyashadla